You probably noticed the white car ahead of us kind of curve over to the right a little bit over the solid white line. They really should be more left justified, and I'm going to be making those movements. Move to the right to let that motorcyclist by. Hey, it's Jacqueline. And for the next few minutes, we're going to just experience what it means to be a good driver in stop and go traffic. So we're on a busy freeway, only 2 lanes of traffic. And as you can see, the freeway is packed. So the safest thing for us to do is just hang out in our lane and just make our way as we can. We want to be aware that in this middle lane, motorcycles could split the lane. So we're staying aware by checking our rear view mirror and our left mirror, just so that if we see any motorcycles come up, we can kind of create some space by going to the right a little bit. We're also monitoring the solid white line to the right, and that's the emergency lane. Hopefully we won't see anyone stopped, but we definitely want to leave space on the right just in case there's any stopped cars. And we don't really know why there's traffic. We only feel it and experience it. Sometimes when drivers experience a slowdown or traffic, they start to get a little bit excited and try to figure out their way out of the traffic. And some people do that by making lane changes and trying to find their way around. Other people might get off the freeway and try to take a local road to their destination. But where I'm headed, we're just gonna keep going straight, just driving slowly with traffic, going about 10 miles an hour. So since I'm moving so slowly, when traffic does pick up, I just gently apply pressure to my gas, just enough to start rolling. And then since I see brake lights ahead of me, I just pivot to the brake and apply slight pressure. And I'm going to be making those movements. Move to the right to let that motorcyclist by. I'm going to be pivoting left and right as needed for the gas. But otherwise, it's just a long, straight, slow go of it. A lot of times people ask, how do I drive safely in traffic? And it turns out that driving safely in traffic is just rolling along and making sure you're paying attention to everything around you. There's really not much to do, but just stay in your lane and stay safe. Up ahead on the right, we see a warning sign. I can tell it's a warning because the letters are yellow, and of course yellow is our caution color. So I'm going to read the sign. Highway 9, Saratoga Boulevard will be closed 6:22, 9 p.m. That's not us. It's not 6:22 yet, so that doesn't explain our slowdown. Probably it's a slowdown because it's a beautiful day and everyone's trying to get to the beach. We're heading west with all these folks. Since I see this row of cars on the right joining, and remember we're only on a 2-lane street, so this third lane has nowhere to go, I hope we're gonna see some cars zipper. And by that I mean the cars ahead of me should let a car in, at least one car ahead of them. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of extra space in case this white car or the Tesla want to come over in front of me. And because we're in stop and go traffic, everybody's moving slowly. The merging cars are moving slowly. And we're all just kind of rolling along. So not too much happening with the steering, not too much happening with my foot, just slightly applying pressure on the gas. And when I see brake lights ahead of me, I just sort of decide, do I need to slow? Do I need to stop? How do I make sure that I keep a safe distance from the car ahead of me while being predictable for the car behind me? And we just stay centered in our lane. You probably noticed the white car ahead of us kind of curve over to the right a little bit over the solid white line. They really should be more left justified. But since there's nothing over there, it wasn't unsafe. It just looks a little funny to see cars kind of weaving in their lanes. And I guess this video could be about 30 minutes long, just driving in traffic. Again, not much to do, but just stay settled, take our time, keep safe speed and safe distance, and just stay aware. Thinking about hazards that could be on the side of the road, motorcycles that could be splitting the lanes, and keeping up with the traffic ahead of us while being prepared to slow down and stop. And it makes sense that cars driving in the right lane might think, oh, if I go in the left lane, maybe it'll go a little faster, because we do know that the left lanes are meant to be faster. But in this kind of traffic, you can't predict that. So we just passed the white car that changed lanes into the left lane. When it's stop and go traffic, there's really nowhere to go. So from my perspective, no real advantage to making a lane change. So I'm more likely to just stay settled where I am. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye for now. And you can guess what I'm gonna be doing for the next few miles. Just enjoying this nice, calm drive in traffic. And if you find yourself in traffic, I hope you can just settle in, enjoy the ride, and know that the safest thing for you to do is just be prepared, speeding up when you get to, and then slowing down when traffic pauses again. Because when it's this busy, it's likely going to be a while before it clears up. Have a great rest of your day, and like and subscribe if this video was helpful. And I hope you get out and get some great practice. Take care. Bye-bye.